And a pleasant good morning to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network's tour of Brevard County Parks and Recreation. I can't begin to tell you what a great week this has been touring the various parks and facilities around the county. We are here today at Connect. What do we got here? Thank you, Miss Cindy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Miss Cindy is amazing. Holy smokes. Good night. Miss Cindy Turner just brought Brevard Sports Network 3 neck fans. Unreal. Anyway, good morning. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. These neck fans are amazing. Caleb will require 2 of them. But all right, let's get in a baseball mood here this morning. It's been a wacky week for the Florida District 2 8, 9, 10 All Stars, and certainly, what can you say? Again, another fantastic job here by the staff of Palm Bay East Little League to get a field that seemingly probably had no business being played on, ready to go for this championship game here today. And it'll take place between West Melbourne and Eau Gallie. Let's give you the starting lineups for the West Melbourne 8, 9, 10 All-Stars. All right. Leading off, playing shortstop, will be Zeke Walters. Batting second, playing center field, Carter Still. Batting third and playing third base will be Mason Galuccio. Batting fourth and playing right field will be Leonard Otero. Batting fifth and playing first base will be Jace Howard. Batting sixth, and he'll be an extra bat today, will be Tucker Follies. Batting seventh and playing second base will be Braden Dunham. Batting eighth and playing left field will be Blake Gates. Batting ninth, and he'll also carry an extra bat today, will be TJ Kesey. Batting 10th and doing the pitching will be Clayton King. Batting 11th, his battery mate behind the plate, Cole Houseman. And batting 12th, and also carrying an extra bat today for West Melbourne, will be Easton Williams. Your starting lineup for Eau Gallie will consist of leading off and doing the catching will be Ryder Odell. Batting second and playing first base, Evan O'Keefe. Batting third and playing shortstop will be Cade Schneider. Batting fourth and playing center field will be Landon Miller. Batting fifth, and I suppose doing the pitching today, I don't think he's pitching today, is Landon Schneider, but he is our player. No, I'm sorry, Cade Schneider. Who pitched yesterday? Danny, who pitched yesterday? Landon. Who's pitching today? Landon Miller is pitching. Where's Landon Schneider? Okay. Now we got it set. All right, Landon Miller is pitching today. Landon Schneider is playing first base. Obviously, they handed me an old lineup card. So we'll just give you the lineup. So it'll be Ryder Odell leading off, Evan O'Keefe at batting second, Cade Schneider batting third, Landon Miller batting fourth. Landon Schneider, who was our player of the game yesterday, struck out 7, got a big hit, is batting fifth. Mason Schoeneman sixth, Hayden Turner 7th, Wyatt Seal 8th, Brody Bristol 9th, Caden McKinney 10th, Hagan Placati is batting 11th, and Junior Ciani 12th. We'll be back with the start of this one in just a couple of minutes right here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, as the two managers exchange the lineup cards here, um, all I will say is thank goodness it is at least 10 degrees cooler today than it was yesterday at this time. It's overcast as we are here at Connect Park in Palm Bay, home of Palm Bay Little League East, as we have the 8, 9, 10 championship between Eau Gallie and West Melbourne. I think we got the lineup straightened up between Eau Gallie. So they're going to have Wyatt Seal in left, Ryder Odell in center, Brody Bristol in right. Mason Schoeneman will be at third, Cade Schneider at short, Hayden Turner at second, Landon Schneider at first, Landon Miller on the bump, and Evan O'Keefe is behind the plate today. So these two teams, I'm not sure what West Melbourne's record is, but I know Eau Gallie to get to this point is 3-1. Big 10-4 win yesterday over, I want to say, Palm Bay, right? Palm Bay East yesterday. All I know is every minute they stand at that plate discussing ground rules, the more cloudier it gets. I want to thank Play It Again Sports for their sponsorship of today's 8, 9, 10 Florida District 2 championship game. I want to thank Ken O'Neill, the director of Florida District 2. And I cannot imagine the week that Ken O'Neill has had. Can you imagine the week he's had with this weather and what his cell phone must look like this week?
There's a 2-week vacation coming up for Ken O'Neill.
Ken O'Neill deserves a 2-month vacation for being able to pull off what he's pulled off. And look, we would have been able to, yesterday it was just crazy how it happened yesterday. I slept in a little bit yesterday. Woke up to 8 texts telling me there. I guess I woke up about 9:30 yesterday, and I woke up to about 8 texts telling me that the game began at 10 o'clock at Vieira Regional Park, and well, that then became not a possibility. I thought maybe it would be played a little later in the afternoon, like we had done the previous Saturday. I will tell you, if you take a look at that pitcher's mound closely, there's not a lot of elevation on it. It's not one of the higher mounds, so to speak, I've seen. So we will see what, if any, problem that presents for pitchers here today. I mean, look at it. I mean, it's not, I don't see a bump on it. Do you?
Almost like a softball circle.
It does almost just look like a softball circle. So I would say that's advantage pitcher or advantage hitters. So we get ready to go here as West Melbourne will bat first. As Eau Gallie takes the field, and a week and 4 parks later, we will decide the 8, 9, 10 All-Star Championships here today. The good news is we got a working scoreboard, which we haven't had all week. So that's a good thing. So it'll be, again, Schoeneman, Schneider, Turner, and Schneider in the infield with Landon Miller on the hill, or let's just say on the mound, or on the rubber today. How about that? With Evan O'Keefe behind the plate. That would bother me. Seriously, that would bother me. As a pitcher, that would bother me. Now, these are kids, and obviously they overcome and adapt. But if I was at the high school level and I was pitching and had a mound like that, that would be in my head right now. How do you say your last name? Placati. Thank you, sir. Now we have it from the source. And here we go. Pitch one of the 8-9-10 All-Star Championship game coming up right now as Zeke Walters steps in. Nice bunt right in front of the grass. Throws, not in time. Great bunt by Zeke Walters. That was a beautifully executed play by both teams. Walters just beat it out. That's an infield single and a leadoff hit, and Carter Still steps in.
High school baseball players take note.
Yes, that's how you bunt. That's a perfect bunt. That was well played defensively by Eau Gallie as well. High and outside. Ball two. 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner, 2-1, and O'Keefe takes a shot down and back safely is Walters. And, I'll give these kids credit, too, because 2 or 3 different times in this tournament, they have not had any idea whether they were going to play or where they were going to play. And in 2 hours, we're at a field playing and doing their best. Pitch fouled off and back to the screen, and the count will move to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here, you probably need this. Here comes the 2-2. Outside, and the count is full. We good? And the full count pitch. Nice shot to the shortstop, backhanded over to second for 1. That's all he'll get. Heck of a play by Cade Schneider to get the lead runner. 6-4. And that'll bring up Mason Galuccio, the third baseman. Runner on first, 1 out. Ground ball, first pitch, and over to first goes Miller. And 1 pitch, and that's the second out. It's 2 outs. Why is the play at third? Plays at first. Two outs now. Runner at second. First base open. So I would think that the play should be at first. Pitch. That'll be low to Leonard Otero, the right fielder. That'll miss low and outside, 2-0. Landon Miller, 2-0 to Leonard Otero, 3-0. So if Otero reaches, the play would then be at any base but home. Pitch. Right down US 1, and the count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Make it 3-2. It's full, and Miller battles back. So Otero now Got to get the bat off his shoulders, and that's exactly what the third base coach is telling him. Miller rocks, kicks, and fires. Strike three! And Miller sets down Otero, and we move to the bottom of the first despite a leadoff bunt. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left. West Melbourne, nothing. Eau Gallie coming to bat. All right, welcome back here to Connect Field, Connect Park, home of Palm Bay East, where Eau Gallie and West Melbourne are doing battle for the 8-9-10 Florida District 2 Championship. It'll be Ryder Odell, Evan Keefe, and Cade Schneider, 1, 2, 3 for Eau Gallie. And on the bump today for West Melbourne will be Clayton King, and his battery mate behind the plate is Colt Hausman. From left to right in the outfield is Blake Gates, Carter Still, Leonard Otero. From third to short, Mason Galluccio, Zeke Walters, Braden Dunham, and Jace Howard is over at first for the All-Stars from West Melbourne. Now, I can tell you, I don't know much about West Melbourne or the coaches or anything like that, but to reach this point, you obviously have to be a well-coached team. But I have closely watched now. This is the third Eau Gallie game that we've done, the three of the four. And I can tell you that this is a very well-coached team. Timmy O'Keefe does a great job, and he's got a great staff. And the first pitch offering to Ryder Odell is upstairs for ball one. Yep. That's a strike at the knees, 1-1. Hopefully, he'll be hoarse by the third inning.
We both know that's wishful thinking.
Yep. Talking about a fan cheering loudly, but sitting in the outfield. But great cheerleader, but awfully loud. So the count is 1-2 to Ryder Odell. I just can't imagine he can go 6 innings at that tone. Outside at 2-2. God bless him if he can. The 2-2. Swung on and fouled back to the screen.
But I'll tell you what, I'll give the guy this respect. He's doing it out in the outfield and not.
You know, you're right. He is. He's doing it in the outfield. You're absolutely right. He's not bothering anybody around him. We just happen to be the closest to him.
I mean, yeah.
2-2. Swung on and missed. Straight gas from Clayton King. 1 out. And Evan O'Keefe will step in. Not a lot of kids today can deal with that type of heat right there. Clayton King just threw up. Oh, snap one off there. I'll tell you what I like about watching Clayton King here early is I like his form. If you watch the way he pitches, make sure you hone in on him in a second here because he's got a great leg kick. Button is popped up and foul. So hone in on him on this pitch because this is, you'll see exactly what I mean. For 10 years old, this is pretty good form on the bump here. Like to tell Galluccio to get out of the way, but certainly we can't position the fielders. The pitch That's low for a ball. The one correction I would make is I would keep his legs straight instead of kicking it in a little bit. As a pitcher, you want to try to minimize as much as you can in your windup. And that much of a leg kick can provide you with a little more forward velocity. Here's the pitch. I'm not sure how he got a bat on that, but he does, and he stays alive, and it's 1-2. High. 2-2. On deck hitter is Cade Schneider. Inside, and nice job by Evan O'Keefe to battle back and force King into a full count here. Outside, ball 4, Schneider, or O'Keefe walks, and that'll bring up Cade Schneider. So Mason Coluccio is up on the grass now, expecting a bunt from Cade Schneider with Evan O'Keefe at first. The pitch outside and down to second base. Here's the throw. They got him in a pickle. Throws back to first, and in time is O'Keefe. They tested the arm of the catcher, and I'm pretty sure they saw an outstanding throw there from Colt Hausman. Good play. In a game like this, I was watching the Orioles yesterday. I played the Mariners. And the Orioles ran into 4 at the major league level. Ran into 4 outs yesterday. 2 of them with 2 outs in an inning. You can't do that, and especially in a game like this, you've got to be smart on the base pass. And I think one of the most underrated things in baseball is indeed running the bases. And were you able to provide your team with an opportunity to score runs with the way you ran the bases, or did you run your team out of innings? Popped up, and it won't be playable off the roof of the. So, especially in championship games, they talk about 5-tool baseball players. Well, in a baseball game, pitching, hitting, fielding, intelligence, and running the bases. It's all part of it. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, and the catcher takes another shot down to second, and that'll be a strikeout number 2 for Clayton King. And Landon Miller will step in. Point is, run the bases smartly.
Oh, and actually, what I think happened there, he like jogged halfway.
I think that was a hit and run. Outside, which was why I think you saw Cade Schneider try to swing at that high pitch, because a lot of times you can execute that at this age, but their mind is contact. And that ball is fouled. And it's 1-1. About the age you start learning how to do things like that, hit behind runners. High gets away, and without a doubt, Evan O'Keefe will reach second this time. And so now, with a runner at second base and 2 outs, Landon Miller with an opportunity, and they throw the ball around, and O'Keefe takes advantage. And there you go. There's a prime example of smartly running the bases. What?
Coach, because coach said get all the way back. Well, he didn't get all the way back, and the ball was thrown out. He's like, okay.
All right. That's what he's telling him right now. Be a little smarter. He gets on third. Here is the 2-1 pitch. And now it's 2-2. And right now, Eau Gallie's having a hard time catching up to Clayton King's fastball. So one of two things has got to happen here for these guys. They either got to choke up a little bit on the bat, or they got to move up a little bit in the box. Low, good scoop by Colt Houseman there to keep Evan O'Keefe at third. But they just aren't getting around on the King fastball at the moment. Another good stop by Houseman, and the count is full. Or actually, that's a balk. Landon Schneider will step in, and Landon Schneider has had some big hits in this tournament. Landon, our player of the game yesterday, had 7 strikeouts on the hill. There's a slow ground ball. This could be trouble, and it will be. And scoring is Evan O'Keefe with the first Eau Gallie run on a slow ground ball to the second baseman, who was forced to try to hurry it, couldn't, and Landon Schneider with an RBI infield hit. And it's runners at second, first and second, and 1-0 with Mason Schoeneman at the plate. All this has come with 2 outs as the ball gets away and the runners will advance to second and third now. So Miller at third, Schneider at second. And here comes Coach Colt Houseman, Clayton King, and the manager will all have a conversation. And I think he's just going to tell him, you just got to relax and throw your pitch. I think Coach is also warning possibly against Schoeneman laying down a 2-out bunt here. Wouldn't be a suicide squeeze, but wouldn't need to be. Schoeneman with that Aaron Judge rock. Aaron Judge will be out a while now. We don't know how long. Announced yesterday. Got issues with that toe. Three and 0 to Schoeneman. Hayden Turner, the on-deck hitter. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So Hayden Turner steps up. Eau Gallie has generated a run and a bases loaded situation, all with 2 outs. Upstairs, ball 1. Fouled off, 1-1. Clayton King rocks, kicks, and fires. And it's low, and Miller's going to try to score. He slides, safe, and Landon Miller home with the second Eau Gallie run. And Miller home with the second Eau Gallie. Landon Snyder down to third. Mason Schoeneman down to second. And it's 2-1 to Hayden Turner. Two to nothing Eau Gallie here. You okay? That's a strike. And the count is now full at 3-2. So first base is open. 2 runs are in. The 3-2 to Hayden. Outside, ball 4. So bases are loaded again with 2 outs with right fielder Wyatt Seal stepping up. This is his second visit to the mound. He may have to take him out now. He does indeed take the ball. So not wasting any time. We got a new pitcher. It looks like it's Braden Dunham, number 98. Is that 98? Yep. So Braden Dunham takes over. So got 2 really quick outs. Did Clayton King look good, but then all of a sudden the wheels just fell off the apple cart for him in that inning, and that's unfortunate because he was throwing strikes. But Eau Gallie does get 2 so far, and they've got the bases loaded with Braden Dunham in. What? All right. So Wyatt Seal steps in as Braden Dunham comes in to try to minimize the damage and get out of a jam here. First pitch swung on and missed on a looping off-speed pitch, 0-1. That gets away, and Snyder will easily score the third Eau Gallie run. Landon Snyder, 3-0 Eau Gallie. So first base is now open, and the count is 1-1. 2-1. There's a shot. Oh, what a catch by a second baseman. And that will end the inning. But Eau Gallie scores 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the top of the second, 3-0, Eau Gallie. All right, back here at Connect Park here in Palm Bay, where West Melbourne is in a 3-0 hole. As Jace Howard, Tucker Follies, and Braden Dunham will all step up to face Landon Miller. And Miller's first pitch offering is high to the first baseman. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. That's a strike. 1-2. I don't think Howard agreed with that call, but the 1-2 is a ground ball back to Miller. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, 1 out. And Tucker Follies will step in. That's 2 ground balls back to Landon Miller today, and he has fielded them both. One and 0 to Follies. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Well, the Angels and the Rockies played a close one last night, didn't they? What was that final? 25-1. They say they didn't get shut out. The 1-1. Make it 2-1. It was 23-0 by the 4th. The Angels had batted 5 times around. Strike 2. 2-2. It's Shohei Ohtani with 3 touchdowns to Mike Trout. 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three, 2 outs. Strikeout number 2 for Landon Miller. And that'll bring up Tucker Follies. That was Tucker Follies. To bring up Braden Dunham. Who is now the pitcher. Strike one. Landon Miller's in a zone here today. Good pitch, just missed. 1-1. 2-1. Swung on and missed, and the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here. Two's all the way across as we are in the top of the second inning. Eau Gallie on top, 3-0 here in the Play It Again Sports Florida District 2 8-9-10 All-Star Championship game. The 2-2 is now 3-2. And there's a ground ball over to Schoeneman, up and over to first for the third and final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the second. 3-0, Eau Gallie on top. All right, welcome back here to bottom of the second inning, 3-0 Eau Gallie. And it'll be Brody Bristol, Cade McKinney, and Hagen Katie. Sorry, a little sidetrack there. Strike one to Bristol. Two and 0, or 1-1 it should be rather. Actually, the scoreboard says 3-0. I thought the first pitch was a strike, but it says scoreboard says 3-0. Yeah, I was right. Now it's 3-1. Ball four. Cade McKinney steps in. 'I'm pretty sure Brody Bristol's going to be going here. Pitch. Squares the bunt. Strike one. One and one. Down to second base goes Bristol. And it's 2-1 to McKinney. And this is just a matter right now throwing strikes. Bunted foul. Boy, Kate thought he had him one there. It looked good. He was flying down first base.
That looks like the run I had when I would chase the ice cream truck.
Right? I can believe it. 2-2. Hey, what was that? That was Caleb. Where's he going so fast? There's good humor. Strike three. One out. For those of you who think I'm picking on Caleb, he said it first. Hagan Picotti steps in. First pitch. It's upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Let's see if he tries to bunt here with one out. The old touch of the hat, hand left. Let's see what that is. Here's the pitch. Pulls it back. Coach said, don't leave early. And Bernie Bristol said, I did. He said, yes, you did. Everybody in the park saw you leave early. What a swing.
and then the umpire trying to like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. That's funny. Two strike. Was that a one strike? One strike bunt attempt. Coach trying to get a sacrifice here. Now two strikes on Hagan. Hagan lifts one into shallow right field, but the second baseman is there to haul it in for out number two, and Junior Ciani will step in. That's Carter Still over there, I believe. First pitch swung on and foul back for strike one. What a cut. Man, if he'd have got a piece of that one. Down to third base goes Brody Bristol. So A runner at third and 2 outs. I'm telling you, if Junior got a hold of that one, he may have launched that one across the Palm Bay Boulevard. He does get that one. That's a bad hop over to first. What a play! Outstanding play by the shortstop. Good hit, too, but a better play by Zeke Walters. And that will end the inning. You head to the top of the third. 3-0 Eau Gallie. Blake Gates, TJ Kesey, and Clayton King all due up for West Melbourne here in the visitors' half of the third. 3-0 Eau Gallie on top. We good? Swung on and missed for strike one. Landon Miller doing a terrific job on the bump today. 2 strikeouts. That's a fly ball or pop up, I'm sorry, to the second baseman and hauled in for out number 1. Nice job over there by Hayden Turner to haul that in. It looked like it was heading to the outfield, and it just dropped into Hayden's glove there. So TJ Kesey steps in, swung on and missed, strike 1. Popped up again. Turner calls it. Actually, that one does reach the outfield, and that is hauled in by Brody Bristol for out number 2. And Landon Miller doing exactly what a pitcher's supposed to do, throw strikes and let your guys field the ball as Clayton King steps in. Clayton was our starter today for West Melbourne. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Fouled back to the screen, and Miller has King in an 0-2 hole. I think I just go right after him right here. He does, and it is lined into the gap, and that will be cut off by the center fielder, but on his way easily with a stand-up double will be Clayton King. And with 2 outs here, nice piece of hitting by Clayton as that one split the gap between Ryder Odell and Wyatt Seal. Good piece of hitting again, and King with a stand-up 2-out double to bring up Cole Houseman, the catcher. So Gallie scored all of their runs with 2 outs. Let's see what West Melbourne can do. First pitch, fouled back to the screen. Strike one. There's a short ground ball back to Miller. Takes his time, throws, and nothing to it for the third out of the inning. That's the third put out of the day by Miller. They'll strand King at second. We'll head to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Eau Gallie. Right. Welcome back to Connect Park, home of Palm Bay East, where Eau Gallie with a 3-0 lead, all coming in the first inning. We go back to the top of the order with Ryder Odell, Evan O'Keefe, and Cade Schneider. 2 of these 3 struck out their first time up, but we got a different pitcher on. We've had several Little Leagues already cash in on titles. The West Melbourne Seniors won their division in District 2. Beachside, 10, 11, 12 softball won their division, as did Indian River Little League. The Titusville Little League won the 8, 9, 10s in District 22. Am I missing anybody else I can think of? Eau Gallie. There was an Eau Gallie one. That post will go up today. Eau Gallie 9, 10, 11. Baseball. We'll put that post up today, as we will put the post up of the winner of this one. Look, we did a game last week between Beachside and Eau Gallie where it was 7-0 Eau Gallie, and in a blink of an eye, Beachside was up, right? So 3-0 ain't but a thing in Little League. Yeah, that was the first of our weather delay park trips. It's a good thing we acquired the Brevard County Park Hopper pass for the week. Otherwise, the VIP Park Hopper, as the left-handed swinging rider Odell steps in, and he'll look at ball one. Oh, I'd much rather be at a Brevard County Park than Disney. Trust me. But that's just the old man, stay off my lawn mentality I've now grown to covet so much here in this portion of my life. 2-0 to Ryder Odell. Pitch, curveball, outside, 3-0. So a 4-pitch walk to lead off the third for Ryder Odell brings up Evan O'Keefe. Evan O'Keefe walked and then would create havoc on the bases. His last time up, as he would eventually come around and score. And here comes the coach. He's going to take the ball and turn around and hand it to... Nice job by that young man, Braden, to come in and keep the score where it was. It looks like coming into pitch now is going to be number 28, 26, first baseman Jace Howard. So Jace Howard will be your third pitcher of the day for West Melbourne. Braden will go back to second. Just doing a little league game like last year, and coach made a pitching change. I can't remember what team it was, but coach made a pitching change, or 2 years ago, coach made a pitching change, and kid was like, "I'm ready," and they were like, "Coach goes, don't you want to warm up?" He goes, "Coach, I'm 12, I'm ready." He made him throw a couple warm up tosses. Coach, I'm 12, I'm ready.
All right, when your arm comes back sore, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, no. Threw about 3, 4 warm up tosses, and away he went. Looks like Jace throws a little bit of heat here. So he'll face Evan O'Keefe, who again was the great base agitator his last time up after following his walk. He would steal his way around on pass balls and steals and then eventually score. All right, here we go. As O'Keefe steps in. Righty lefty matchup. First pitch offering. Nice bunt, and that is a beaut. Jace won't get him, and Evan O'Keefe beats out an infield bunt. Of course, it's an infield. It's a bunt, Allen. Beats out a bunt single, and now there's runners at first and second with nobody out, and Cade Snyder coming to the plate. That was a textbook bunt. Squares the bunt again, and that was a little too high. And Coach O'Keefe, as you can see there on your screen, kind of pointing at that radio tower over there, indicating where the ball was. 0-1. The pitch, and he swings that one, and now it's 0-2. Cade, who struck out his last time. This young man is a heck of a hitter. He just wants to put one in place. He wants to make contact and run. He's a pure hitter. I mean, he's got a great cut. And Jace Howard's got to be careful here because he's throwing him fastballs right in his wheelhouse. 3-0, nobody out. Runner at first and second. 2 strikes to Snyder. Got him. Great pitch. Took a little off and gets Cade Snyder a swinger over the top. Landon Miller will step in. He walked and scored his last time up. Another left-handed bat. And another good hitter. High and outside, ball one. And Ryder Odell was about half the way down to third base there. Nearly got away with it. Right down Palm Bay Road, 1-1. That's a beaut. 1-2. Gators got a win today. What a game last night if you like pitchers' duels, huh? 33 combined strikeouts. The 1-2 fouled off and out of play. Nice play by the man back here by the trees that thought he would never in a million years have to field a ball today. So 1-2 now to Landon Miller. Landon Schneider on deck. Low and inside. Coach O'Keefe telling Odell, ball's in the dirt. Got to read that. Got to read that. 2-2 now. One out. The pitch to Miller. Strike three. No doubt about it. So Chase Howard comes on and gets two straight strikeouts, and Landon Schneider will now step in. Landon with an infield single, his last time up, and an RBI. That's low and inside, down to third base. Safe at third is Odell. Coach O'Keefe just told him you got to read the balls in the dirt. Odell does, and he'll take third. O'Keefe will take second. Good base running by Odell. Remember, Eau Gallie did damage back into first with 2 outs. 1-0 to Landon Schneider. Gets nice backhanded stop by Colt Houseman, if that is indeed Colt still catching. 2-0. And Ryder Odell's going to score the 4th Eau Gallie run. And the 5th Eau Gallie run will come as the ball gets away on the throwback, and both base runners will score, and it's 5-0 Eau Gallie on a throwing error. And they're going to go ask the home plate umpire something. I'm not sure what the complaint would be here. He threw the ball back to the pitcher. He missed it, right? And the runner's allowed to continue to go. It's one continuous play, correct? So it's not a dead ball situation, so it couldn't be that. Unless there was some sort of interference. I don't know. But both runs have scored, and Eau Gallie has scored all 5 of their runs in this game with 2 outs. And the bases are now empty for Landon Schneider, who is looking at 3-0. And if I'm Landon, if I get a juicy one here, I may see what I can do with it. And he takes ball 4. And and all the way down to second base on a great hustle play goes Landon Schneider. What a heads-up play by Landon Schneider. Player of the game yesterday. Notices the ball gets away. There wasn't a sense of urgency to get it back to the pitcher, and Schneider kept on going. And again, that's one continuous play, so it's allowed. So Mason Schoeneman is up. So Schoeneman Take strike one. Fouled back and out of play. So a walk, a hit, two strikeouts, and then some base shenanigans have allowed Eau Gallie to score two more runs this inning, all with two outs. The 0-2 is lifted down the right field line, but foul. Strike. And that'll end the inning. But not before Eau Gallie plates two more runs. We head to the top of the fourth, 5-0. Eau Gallie on top. Easton Williams, and then back to the top of the West Melbourne lineup with Zeke Walters and Carter Still here. And right now, 9 more outs. West Melbourne has to try to generate some runs here. Not if Landon Miller has anything to say about it. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. Squares the bunt, but he does so foul. And now there's two strikes. This is the number 12 hitter, so if I'm Landon here, I'm just looking to set him down. Just misses. 1-2. Strike three called. 1 out. The third strikeout of the day for Miller. And back to the top of the lineup was Zeke Walters, who grounded out his last time up to Cade Schneider, the shortstop. And Miller throwing strikes, 0-1 to Zeke. 1-1. Tough take. I don't know that I could have taken that one. In the dirt, 2-1. There's a little shot down the left field line and cut off nicely out there by the left fielder, Wyatt Seal. Or no, that's not Wyatt. Who is that? Turn around. There you go. Placati's out there. Nice play by Placati out there to cut that ball off. Keep that runner at first. And there's a shot. Placati again picks it up. And that's back-to-back hits now. First and second for West Melbourne. And Mason Galluccio steps in. So this has got to be their inning if there is to be one. One out. And the bats are popping here. There's another ground ball. That's fair. Stepping on third is Shoneman over to first for the double play. Won't get it, but the ball is thrown away, and that will score still. And what a play to keep the runner at second. But West Melbourne does score their first run on a throwing error by Shoneman. So the runner's out at third. So that's 2 outs now. Carter Still has scored. And Mason Galluccio is on second. Now we're straight. And Tim O'Keefe goes out just to settle his troops down and remind them that's one. It's 2 outs. Let's get out of the inning. No harm, no foul. Leonard Otero steps in, and Leonard has different ideas. Chopper foul, strike one. Shoneman made a good play. The only thing he may not have wanted to do there was to try to turn two. I get it. Your eyes are as big as $half because you think you got it. But a good play, good heads-up play to step on third and get that shore out. And then the throw from the right fielder out there, which I believe is Brody Bristol. That ball is lifted. This could be trouble. It is. And I'm not sure why Galluccio wasn't running on contact with 2 outs. He should be home. But because he held up, he now has to stop at third. And that's 1 out. I'm sorry, that's a single for Otero. That should be an RBI. But Galluccio, thinking there was 1 out, went halfway. And now it's first and third for Jace Howard, who can help his pitching calls here. And down to second base will go Otero on a catcher's indifference. But these are coachable moments and moments we all learn from. And the ball gets away, and Galluccio will score. So that is the second run of the inning for West Melbourne. Otero is now at third, and Howard at the plate with 2 outs. Miller's pitch, high, ball 2, 2-0. That's a strike. 3-2 now. Or 3-1, rather. Strike 2 now. The count is full. I'm not sure. Got to swing the bat here with a runner at third. So now it's 3-2. Jace Howard takes a deep breath here. The full count pitch coming with Otero at third. Ball 4. So first and third with Tucker Follies up. Follies is the tying run. I don't know if he's got 200-foot power. Here comes Tim O'Keefe. As we learned earlier in the comment section, this is his second visit. He has allowed 3. And it's throwing well. That was a tough take there. So a next trip would mean a pitching change. 2 outs with Tucker Follies up, and don't know what it is with 2 outs today, but 7 runs have been scored with it. 5 for Eau Gallie, 2 for West Melbourne. Actually, they scored 1 of their 2 with 1 out, so 6 of the 7 runs scored today with 2 outs. That's what the third base coach was questioning. Umpire said he's got 1 for this inning, but that was 2, wasn't it? The pitch gets away. The runner will take second. He was going to take second anyway, Jace Howard, but a base hit could score 2 here. I thought so. Yeah, right. Inside 2-0. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he came out after Schoeneman's visit. This will be his third. That's 30. And he's going to take the ball from Landon Miller on a 2-0 count to Tucker Follies and see who comes in. It's going to be Schoeneman. His warm-up tosses. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Tough to take over in mid count, but that's what Schoeneman's going to do here. Should be 2-0. Runners on second and third. And the batter is Tucker Follies. 2-0 is exactly the count. Pitch from Schoeneman. That's a beautiful bunt. Are they going to be able to get him? No. On the throw to first. Here's the throw home. Safe. What a great bunt play execution. Risky, but it works. And it's 5-3 as Otero waits for the throw on the bunt and then takes off and scores. And it's 5-3. And runners are still at the corner on the bunt hit by Tucker Follies. He And that'll bring up Braden Dunham. Eau Gallie executed it well. That's a strike from Shoneman. And Follies will take second on a catcher's indifference. So Follies is the tying run at second. Pitch from Shoneman is strike two, and he's not playing around. Big pitch coming here. The Braden Dunham from Mason Shoneman. And just a little bit low, 1-2. Got us a good old-fashioned nail biter here at Connect Park in Palm Bay. Nice job by Dunham to get a piece, and the count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. First base open. Walters at first, or Walters at third, I should say.
But Eau Gallie's been in this position before. In fact, we're having an inning.
Yeah. And again, a good cut. And the count will stay 1-2. Wow. 3 straight foul balls by Braden Dunham. Let's see who wins this battle. Great job by Shoneman to keep throwing strikes. And a great job by Braden to keep fouling it off. Good at bat. The pitch. And he lifts this one into right field. Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped, and West Melbourne's going to tie the game. Oh, my heart breaks for Landon Miller. Tied up at 5, but let's talk about the at-bat by Braden Dunham, Caleb. 3 foul balls on some great fastballs from Mason Shoneman, and finally gets one to go the right field, and the ball just squirts out of the glove of Miller, and both runs are able to score, and that'll bring up Blake Gates. And Gates with a strike. So that'll be an E9 there. What an at-bat by Dunham. And there's a hard ground ball. Nice stop by Snyder. The scoop is no good. Over to third. And West Melbourne has runners at second and third. That'll be a throwing error. Great stop by Snyder. And TJ Kesey steps in. West Melbourne has scored 4 of their 5 with 2 outs here. High and inside, ball 1. Fouled off. 5 runs in the inning. TJ Kesey, pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. So Shoneman with another 2-strike count to a West Melbourne hitter. There you see Dunham standing at third, who had an amazing at-bat. I think it's 2-2. There's a ground ball. Shortstop's got to hurry. Does, and they get the third and final out here in the 4th inning. But what a big inning for West Melbourne. We've got us a new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. West Melbourne with 5 runs in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We're all knotted up at 5. We're just Caleb and I. Welcome back here to Connect Park. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 5-5 between West Melbourne and Eau Gallie. And Caleb and I were just talking about coachable moments and, not obviously a tough moment there for the right fielder, but I think the coachable moment there is 2 hands. Oh, you always want to try to use 2 hands, and 2 runs will score there. And certainly we all have those moments in Little League and beyond where we learn the hard way. And as Turner steps in, Hayden Turner, and he's got a duck under a Jace Howard first pitch offering here, and it's ball 1. If you're watching at home, anybody watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got about 50 people.
All right. Happy Sunday to all of you out there. 2-0 to Hayden Turner. 3-0. So it'll be Hayden Turner, Wyatt Seal, and Brody Bristol due up for Eau Gallie here. And kids are resilient. You can hear them on the bench cheering each other on now. The pitch outside, 4-pitch walk. And Wyatt Seal stepped in. He popped out to the second baseman. I shouldn't say pop out. He had a line drive shot to the second baseman, went up and got his last time up.
Climb the ladder.
And we're going to get a new pitcher here. Or are we? Coach just took the ball from Jace. Let's see who he's looking around. Eeny, meeny, miny. He has not done a mo yet. He's going to keep Jace in. I like the call here. Jace is throwing hard, and I think he wants to come in and settle him down. It's a new ball game. This is Jace's game to win now. I like the call by the coach to leave Jace in. I got to think this is a bunting situation here. Coach O'Keefe loves to sacrifice. He coaches it, he teaches it, he preaches it. We'll see if they can execute it here with Turner at first and Seal at the dish. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th, 5-5. Strike 1. Nice pullback, and Hayden Turner wisely takes second on the pass ball there. So now Eau Gallie looking to get that lead right back with Turner down at second. And a 1-1 count to Seal, who a bunt here would be good. Oh, wow, that was way upstairs. And now it's 1-2. That was incredible that he got that bat on that ball. That is that was 6, 7, 8 inches up, and wow, the 1-2 outside gets away, and the sacrifice not necessary now, as Hayden Turner has gone from first to third in 3 pitches, and Turner will agitate Jace Howard here. You better believe it. Strike 3, 1 out. Brody Bristol will step in. And if you are West Melbourne, I am not even looking the way of Hayden Turner because you're not throwing the ball down there. You're not even. If I'm the coach, I'm telling the catcher, look at him and throw it back to the pitcher. That's a strike. Good pitch at the knees by Howard. And that's exactly what he just said to his catcher. Throw it back to the pitcher. 0-1. Inside, 1-1. That's a strike on the corner. One and two to Brody Bristol. Howard rocks, kicks, and fires, and fouls it off. Stays alive. Cade McKinney on deck. There's a ground ball back to Jace Howard, but it will score Hayden Turner, and Eau Gallie claims the lead on the sacrifice RBI by Bristol, and it's 2 outs. Cade McKinney steps in. The 1-0. Make it 2-0. Good pitch. 2-1. Squares the bunt. 2-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner will end the bottom of the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th, but Eau Gallie does score 1 run. Walks will kill you, and it did West Melbourne in that inning. 6-5, Eau Gallie back on top. Clayton King, Cole Houseman, and Easton Williams due up. And last time up, Clayton King gapped one. Put one in the gap the last time. Pitch. Shoneman hits the outside corner for strike one. Outfield. Straight away. Good cut. 0-2. So now King's got a battle here. What a pitch from Shoneman. One out. 3 pitches and a strikeout. And that'll bring up Cole Houseman. Pitch to Schumann is thrown. 4 straight strikes here to start the top of the 5th. And West Melbourne is down to their final 4 outs. Bunted foul, make it 5 straight from Schumann. 0-2 now. Strike 3 called. Or is it not? No. Everybody else thought it was a strike. So did I. A little high, says the home plate umpire. 1 and 2. I'm just practicing. Just practicing. Just practicing. Strike 3, swinging. 2 outs. Schumann throwing, dealing now. Dealing when it matters most. As Easton Williams steps in. Easton struck out looking his last time up. And he'll look at ball 1. Good pitch. Strike 1. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Two and 2. So Deuces wild here in the top of the 5th. 2-2. The turn card pitch from Schumann. Strike 3! And Mason Schumann strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eau Gallie looking for insurance. They lead at 6-5. Bottom of the 5th. Hagen, Placati, Junior Cieni, and Ryder Odell due up. And if you're Eau Gallie, an insurance run would be nice here against Chase Howard. And if you're West Melbourne, you're trying to figure out how you're going to crack Mason Schumann's streak of four straight strikeouts. 6-5, 11 runs combined in this game. 9 of them have come with 2 outs. Howard's first pitch offering to Hagen is popped up and off the screen. Strike 1. Strike 2. One and 2. Howard to Placati here. Outside, 2-2. Three and 2. And Placati will walk. And that'll bring up Junior Cieni, who was also known as JR at the beginning of this tournament. Before somebody told me it's actually Junior. And that might do it. As you can tell, we have reached the championship because everybody's pitching now. Jace Howard will come out and we'll go to the Play It Again Sports bullpen here. We'll be back to tell you who the new hurler is for West Melbourne in just a moment. All right, the Verizon Wireless Play It Again Sports call to the bullpen. TJ Kesey takes the bump. TJ making his 27th appearance this year. He's got 87 strikeouts. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to kind of give that major league feel there to it. I have no idea what TJ Kesey's stats are. All I can tell you is he's in the game. Nobody out and a runner at first with Junior Cieni coming up. Those little gas. 6-5, Eau Gallie on top. Bottom of the 5th here. Top of the lineup on deck, and Ryder Odell gets away. Placati will take second, and now that insurance run desperately needed is at second. Well, Kesey can thank his catcher on that one because he framed that one up like he was on the wall at Hobby Lobby. And that's fouled off, and it's 1-2. The pitch. Nice try again by Cole Houseman to frame up a strike, but the home plate umpire says, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. And, well, you know the rest. The 2-2. Strike three. And Ryder Odell will step in. Ryder has struck out and walked and scored. And coach is telling Sienna, you got to swing the bat. Got to swing the bat here. Runner at second. One out. Odell up. Righty-lefty matchup here. He's going from a full windup. That's a great bunt. It's going to be a great sacrifice. Good throw to first. Gets the out. Good play. Katie goes to third. But there are 2 outs in the inning. With Evan O'Keefe coming up, Evan has walked, singled, and scored 2 runs today. And with 2 outs, 5 of the 6 Eau Gallie runs have been scored with 2 outs on the board. Can they make it 6 of 7? We'll see. Pitch. Nice pitch by JT, I should say. And it's strike 1. And he's going to come home. And there is the insurance run that Eau Gallie was looking for. As Katie hustles home. And it's 7-5. A 2-run lead. Good base running there. And he bunts that foul, and it's 1-2. And Timmy O'Keefe has been preaching the whole game. You got to read that. You got to read that. You got to read it. We've heard it religiously, right? But Katie did just that right there. That ball trickled away and kept rolling. But Katie read it and scored. Big run. We'll see how big coming up in a minute. 2 outs, 2 strikes. The pitch. And that ball is slapped in the left field for a 2-out base hit by Evan O'Keefe, his second of the day. And that'll bring up Cade Schneider. Schneider struck out twice. He's looking for his first hit today. Foul back and off the screen. Strike 1. Evan O'Keefe testing the metal of the West Melbourne defense at first. 1-1 to Schneider. And that ball is lifted deep into right field, and it gets over the right fielder's head around third and on his way to score. The 8th run is Evan O'Keefe, and Cade Schneider takes a collective sigh of relief as he hits a 2-out, 2-strike double to give Eau Gallie a 3-run, 8-5 lead in the bottom of the fifth. Nice hit. Landon Miller steps in. Landon has walked, scored, and struck out. Ground ball to the second baseman. Got to hurry. Throws. Got him. Nice play. And that will end the inning, but not before the Eau Gallie Commodores score the all-important 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. 3 outs to go for West Melbourne. They trail 8-5. Okay, we got a little controversy here. They're saying that first baseman was actually off the bag, and the umpires conferred, and so now it's going to be first and third with 2 outs. All right, so that's an infield hit, beat out by Landon Miller. The team's left the field. We go to a commercial break. The umpires confer. The home plate umpire says, yes, indeed, his foot came off the bag. And that's a great job by the umpires. Communicate. The umpire out here show his position. He can't see his foot off the bag here, but the home plate umpire could, and that was the call that was made. So now it's first and third with Landon Schneider up. Schneider walked and singled. First and third. Yeah, now you don't want to do that. Inside. Oh, it hit him. So the bases are loaded now. Got him right in the thigh there. That'll be a Charlie horse. So, talking about helping your cause here, Mason Schumann steps in. 8-5. I don't know what the ask is here unless it's he didn't make an attempt to get out of the way or. Yeah, that's what he's asking. We have seen in this tournament alone, and respectfully, at least last Saturday we saw it 6 times in the game of where managers come out and ask for help. They ask the umpires to confer to discuss help, and he's just asking if he got out of the way. That's a tough call. Call stands. HBP. That's a tough call to overturn. 8-5, bases loaded, bottom of the fifth. Mason Schumann at the plate. High. No place to put Mason. So not only does Eau Gallie get the insurance runs they need here, they catch a break on the out there. Strike one. When the umpire said, yes, his foot came off the bag and everything had to hold up. As Timmy O'Keefe hit the challenge button. The pitch. Good stop there by the catcher. 2-1. And you just got to throw it. You just got to throw it over here. There's just no place to put him. Three and one. If I'm Schumann, I'm not swinging at this either. I don't care where it is. They can throw me a strike here. I'll go battle with 3-2 here. Not unless it's right in my wheelhouse. Am I taking a cut at this? Ball 4. He'll walk in a run. And it's 9-5. Huh? And thunder in the distance here. He's changing pitchers. All right. It's like it's going to be Tucker Follies to come in and try to get this last out here. And the thunder rolls. Wouldn't that figure? If that's how this game would, that we would actually have a stoppage in play and a weather delay, it would just fit right in with this tournament. Wouldn't it now? Or they would say, all right, we're going to go through the last 4 outs at Vieira Regional Park. The fields are dry by now up at Vieira. Let's go finish up there. Ken O'Neill's like pulling his hair out right now. God bless him. So Tucker Follies to try to get the last out here in the bottom of the 5th. Gallie leads it 9-5, and he's going to try to get Hayden Turner. Bases loaded. We'll stick around for the banner presentation afterwards. High, ball 1. Which right now, if things continue to go this way, Eau Gallie winning their 2nd banner. That's a strike. There's a ground ball, shortstop, over to 2nd, and that, I believe, is the 3rd and final out, 6-4. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. 3 outs to go for Eau Gallie. They lead it 9-5. All right, Eau Gallie, 8, 9, 10, looking for a championship here. As Mason Schumann here has struck out the side in the last inning, and he's going to have to get the top of the lineup to get it done now. But he's working with much more than a 1-run lead now. It's 9-5. As Zeke Walter steps in. Zeke today, ground out, single, and scored. And the intensity picks up a tick or two. Ground ball down the third base line, backhanded by Bristol. What a play. One out. How about that play by Brody Bristol to get the first out? Big out. Carter Still to step in. One pitch, one out. Strike one. Just misses. 1-1. Audio okay? Ground ball. Bristol again. Can he make it 2 for 2? Indeed he does. Brody Bristol. 2 5-3s, and that's 2 outs. Playing like Brooks Robinson down there. For you older guys, for you younger guys, I don't know. Pick a good third baseman. Mason Galuccio. And a pumped up Schumann airmails that one to the backstop. Ball one. Outside, 2-0. Fly ball, will this do it? Nope, just dropped. But a good play, good try nonetheless out there by the center fielder. Great effort, but a good 2-out hit to keep hope alive. That was Ryder Odell out there. So a single by Galuccio brings up Leonard Otero. So here we go with the 2-out carousel again. There's a shot to the second baseman. It gets into right field. And barely getting into second base there was Galuccio. And a first pitch swinging Otero. And it's first and second now. And the tying run will be on deck. But there's 2 outs here. And the batter is Jace Howard. I don't know if I'd make a mound visit here, but Tim O'Keefe knows his team and wants to settle him down. That's just too, look, it's a great hit out there. It's a great defensive try. That was just a good piece of hitting by Otero. You just got to chalk it up. Those 2 runs won't hurt you. It's the one on deck, so go get the batter is what my advice would be. You got to play at any base but home here. I would remind them of that. Jace Howard, you can see he's a little anxious, kind of breathing heavy there. That ball is hit deep into center field. That's going to get over the center fielder's head, back to the wall. 1 run will score. Around second, and maybe, no, they're going to hold him. But that is a huge double there by Jace Howard, who is first pitch swinging. And the tying run, if you can believe it, is at the plate. 9-6. Following the Jace Howard double. And Tucker Follies is up. Follies is the tying run. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. Still okay. That's just a great hit by Jace Howard. Schumann shakes it off, throws. Nice bunt. They get the out. The game is over. Throws, and they threw it away. And one run will score. And Jace Howard's going to try and score. Here comes the throw, and safe. And all of a sudden, it's 9-8 with the tying run at second base in a Tucker Follies bunt that was airmailed. And folks, don't go anywhere yet. Holy cow, as the late, great Harry Carey used to say. And Braden Durham steps in. He singled his last time up. Schumann steps off here. What a game. 17 runs scored in this one. 15 of them. There's a ground ball. Shortstop up and over to first. And the Eau Gallie Commodores, 8, 9, 10 All-Stars, have done it. They have won the Florida District 2 Championship. 8 days. Numerous weather delays, 4 different parks, and finally, Eau Gallie 8, 9, 10 All-Stars are crowned champions of District 2. But what an effort from West Melbourne here today. Nothing any of these teams should hang their heads about. It's one of the best championship games we've done, you're right, in a long, long time. All right, I believe the banner will be coming out. We're going to keep it here until that happens. But what an effort, huh? 2 outs, it looked like easy peasy, lemon squeezy. They were going to be cruising in. And then West Melbourne started lighting up with the bats, started lighting up. The bats started lighting up. All right, here we go. Let's go. And this will be the banner presentation.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's go. Behind us. I am the shortest one here out of you kids. Yeah. Go.
Hold it tight.
As Eau Gallie.
Hey, hold the banner out. Does anybody, yeah, Evan, grab that side and pull that way.
I don't know if they want me.
Where's Wyatt? I gotta stand behind Wyatt.
Pat.
I can only stand behind Wyatt.
Yeah, boys.
You good, Wyatt?
Good job. Oh, excellent job, boys!
And the Eau Gallie Commodores
Way to hustle!
are your 8, 9, 10-year-old Florida District 2 champions. Once again, final score, Eau Gallie 9, West Melbourne 8. For Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski here on the Brevard Sports Network. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.